Hi, grade nines. Okay, so carrying on, page 321, 328. This is number 21. You might be able to tell this is my 14th video. It's not really, but it feels like it. Member of a movie club, members of a movie club pay only $8 to see a movie instead of the regular price of $14.50. Sounds like a good deal. Annual membership in the club costs $40. I'd be all over that, considering the amount of movies I see. What is the least number of movies you would need to see in a year in order to save money by buying a membership? So what they're telling you is, look, if you only see one movie in a year and it costs you $40, is it really worth the money? Yeah, you save, you get into the movie, the single movie you see in one year for $8. You save $6.50. You spend $40 on the membership. What are you doing, right? Obviously, you need to see a certain amount of movies to make this number pay for it. Okay? All right. What is the least number of movies you would need to see in a year? Okay. I think that's suggesting to me my let statement. Let X equal the amount of movies needed to save money. Okay, needed to save money is kind of what I'm implying there. To save money. Okay. So I think a little T-chart might be the simplest way to do this. Okay. Um, okay, so you can say on one hand here, you notice how many times these questions are like on one hand, but on the other hand, on one hand, on the other hand. You're always talking about what? I'm going to say this R word again, relationships. Okay? Okay, so on one hand, let's talk about if you're not a member. Not member. So your cost of your movie is $14.50. Okay, your cost. And the quantity, in other words, I mean, you always abbreviate QTY. In other words, how many movies you might see, well, we don't know. But we do know there's a certain point where, I mean, let's put it this way. Would the membership be worth it if I saw 100 movies in a year? Yeah, if I'm saving about, let's just round it, if I'm saving about $6 a movie and I see 100 movies, like, one every 3.5 days, I'm saving $600. Of course I'm going to shell out the $40. Of course I am. You know how much popcorn that buys me? Just saying. So how many movies? I don't know. I don't know. So, but the total I'm spending, ooh, that's not very good. So the total amount of money I'm spending, so the spend total is $14.50 per movie times X. Okay? All right, so $14.50 per movie, right? Per movie. Remember the word per in each. Always suggests a multiplying relationship. Okay, on the other hand, let's say I do become a member. Okay, now my cost of movie is $8 per movie. Plus, remember, I still had to shell out my fixed constant cost, right? There's my fixed number, my $40. So the total here, so the spend total, if I can glue this all together, I know it looks a little bit like jambalaya here, but let's just put this together. $8 per movie plus the $40 membership fee. Remember, no member, that means you spent $0 on the membership. There's no constant there. So I'm just going to delete that. So at what point do these two things equal each other? At what point? How many movies? One movie? I don't think so. Right? Saving $6 is not going to overcome the fact that you spent 40 for the membership. What about 2 movies? What about 3 movies? What about 4 movies? So I am kind of hinting at, if you really, 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 really wanted to, you could kind of just guess and check this, right? You could just guess and check if you like. And you could just say, what happens when x is equal to 1? Okay, well, maybe that didn't, no, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could just keep going until you get it. Or you could just do an equation too. An equality of both sides. Let's see, the nice thing about a t-chart, that's supposed to be an n. The nice thing about a t-chart is it suggests that on one hand you have the left side. On the other hand, you have the right side. So on one hand, oh, I know that's not a straight line and my kids are going to have a freak out. So let's do a real straight line, Mr. Smith. So my poor kids who freak out over non-straight lines can go to sleep. 1450x. So on one hand, not having a membership just means my cost is $1450 per movie. On the other hand, I can spend less per movie, 8x, but of course I've got to overcome the $40 membership fee. All right. Well, I'm suggesting we should subtract 8x from both sides, okay? And of course, if it makes you feel better, please put in your invisible zeros. The decimals have to be lined up when you add and subtract decimals. My gosh. All right. Lovely little zero out thing happening there. Zero pair cancellation. And what are you left with? 40. And what's 1450 minus 8 is 650x. Okay? All right. I might have messed up here. I was hoping the numbers would work out. I don't know if they're going to work out, but we'll see. You know what? Actually, it's okay if the numbers don't work out because you can use common sense. It's like going in and buying half the paint can problem. I'll talk about that one later. Okay, so this reduces to 1. You've got 1x. And over here, you've got 40. Okay, drag the calculator over here, Mr. Smith. Let the kids see. 40 divided by, actually, it's a good thing that I don't want it to work out to be an even number. Good. All right. So x is equal to 6 point, whatever unhugely number that was, 6.1538. Okay. So conclusion, using common sense, that's supposed to be an M, common sense conclusion. Now, watch what I do here. Are you actually going, look, it's 6.1. Are you actually going to round down? Or are you actually going to round up? I haven't said anything because I wanted you to guess the number. You need to see at least 7 movies. Okay? And I'll show you why. I'm just going to pause the video here and I'll show you why. Just give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. So on one hand, let's just do this twice. We're doing a check here. So 1450 times, let's just say you can't go see 6.1 movies. You got to see 6 or you got to see 7. So let's just compare here. So 1450 times 6 and times 7. Well, 1450. Let's calculate it out. 1450 times 6 equals. So on one hand, that is $87. Okay? Oh, Lordy. Let's try that again. $87. Okay, good enough. And on the other hand, if you do 1450, well, it's $14.50 more than 87. So good Lord, that's $101.51. Okay? Now, on the other hand, over here you've got $8 times 6 movies plus 40. Okay? And over here you've got $8 times 7 plus 40. And look, guess what, boys and girls? I was wrong. 8 times 6 is 48. Yeah, I thought of the variable backwards. That's why. No, I didn't. This is right. Yeah, so this is 88. Yeah, this is still yeah, you're right. It's late at night. Give me a break. You're still spending more here. Yeah, that's right. So, and 8 times 7 is 56. Now look, 56, sorry, plus 40. Yeah, 56 plus 40. Yeah, this works out perfectly. This is beautiful. This is 96. So on one hand, let me just let me use greater than or less than. On one hand, 87 is less than 88. You'd be better off not becoming a member if you're going to see 6 movies on or less. On the other hand, okay, let's use orange. On the other hand, $101.50 is greater than 96. That's supposed to be a 6. Now it's a wonkadoodle 6. The point is that right between 6 and 7 movies is the tipping point. Okay, done with this one. All right. I thought I made a mistake there for a second, but I didn't. I was right because, I'm Mr. Smith. I never make mistakes. Never. Have a good one, grade 9s. See you later.